facility in the world. So during the time that we were developing components, we had the ability to use that whole facility, and that developed a lot of items that aren't easily duplicatable. The manufacturing process or the synthesization process or making esters is very complex, and it takes a very, very expensive installation just to make them. The facilities that they have, Procter, Dow, or even Chevron, are not facilities that are exclusively made for us, but they are exclusively to do that type of item. And they make hundreds of different types of products and items. And they run on specific series of time with the scheduling. I can't just call them up and say, send me over 50,000 gallons of this. It has to be made because that's the way it is for us. And we schedule it all out, and that's why we have storage, and specifically internal storage, because they're very expensive to don't just store them in a silo outside. So that's the reason we don't go to the patent issue. It's proprietary formulations, similar to Coca-Cola. No one knows the formula to Coca-Cola, or someone does, but it's not something that's patented. There's a Coke patent or a Pepsi patent. No one in this industry does. Next time you go to the auto parts store, to somewhere, look at oil. Oil doesn't have patent numbers on it and this and that and the other, even though each can of oil has its own proprietary formulations. What they think is used for lubrication or cleaning or whatever, that's what's in there. So if someone wanted to do reverse engineering of a product, that they have come up, and she mentioned palm oil. Someone will look at the ethos under a microscope and see one of our esters. It in fact is the same as palm oil, but it's not palm oil. We don't use palm oil. Some of the esters can be identified, but the process of how you blend them and what they are is where our secrets are. The weights and the volumes and that. And this has been a relationship of probably 40 years of dealing with these types of products, and each time bettering it and bettering it and bettering it and bettering it, improving the performance, improving the price, always continuously looking for replacements to what we used to use, for saving money, for saving the environment, for manufacturing process, whatever it is. Everything in this plant and everything in the plants that we deal with, specifically the Chevron plant, we deal with only the Chevron plant in El Segundo, California. It is the foremost petrochemical or petro-industry plant in the world. It's foremost, top. Our plants that we have on the East Coast at Hadco or at Procter are, again, state-of-the-art facilities, hundreds of millions of dollars. If you wanted to duplicate them, maybe you could spend a couple of $1 billion and do this. But in the end, you still have to sell one bottle at a time. So people don't go after it. You can't just call Procter and say, send me some of this, or Chevron, send me some of that, because they'll say, what are you going to use it for? And the least amount I can ship you is 20 tankers. Where do you want me to send those? So it's that there really is a defense in what we have, but the experience and the knowledge of where these things are coming from and why, and the deep-rooted background that we have in absolutely all these areas. Our original chemist developer, he's been retired now for 6 years almost, but he has a lifetime contract with Ethos. It doesn't go away. The formulations will always belong to him and his family, to Ethos and his family. We develop things weekly. That bunker product came out. We're developing some products right now for the ethanol-based fuels.
Okay.
Ethanol-based fuels are alcohols. Alcohol fuel is different than a petrol fuel, so we have to have a different formulation. we're working on that right now, although the impact is gonna be a little different because the only thing we're gonna see in this country is probably 3 or 4% of alcohol in the fuels. Right now, we're seeing a little change because of the MTBE issue, but it's not gonna go much more. But we're developing that, and we're constantly developing new areas. You know, you see the quality of the product is the finest product that's ever been put in a bottle. It is fully kosher, by the way. The quality of the product that comes out from the plants even qualifies it to be a food-grade kosher product, which is the highest authority in anything that comes around human beings. I could theoretically put a kosher sticker on the side of the bottle. But, so we're constantly striving to get to that point. And if we have anything that we need to develop, that the facility is available to us. My son works for IDEC, which is a very big chemical company on the MIT campus in Boston.
Wow.
So we have the ability to go in and do what we need to do if we need to do some research. But we have exhausted this technology. We are at the peak of technology.
And Ricky, I think it's important for people to know how many quarts of Ethos you've drank over the years.